Welcome into the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime Saturday night. Josh McKinney here hanging out with you for the next little bit. We start the show with a huge game in Lexington. Kentucky coming off a bye week, hosting a team in Mississippi State that they've not beat in 8 years. The Football Cats 7-3 coming off a bye in the last decade. Macy Morris's dad, Bell County head coach Lewis Morris, and Cash Daniels' dad sitting together at the game. Bully the Bulldog. Well, he's having a ball. Kentucky gets on the board first. Austin McGinnis from 46 yards out, 3-0 second quarter. Next possession for State. It's Malik Deer. Oh dear. Does not go down on the initial hit. 45 yards on the touchdown run. 4-play drive for State, 7-3. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Nick Fitzgerald on the keeper. 3-yard touchdown right into your living room. Bulldogs led 14-6 at the half. Third quarter we go, third and long. The inside give to Benny Snell. 34 yards later, Snell gives Kentucky the lead, 20-17. Later in the quarter, Cats down 24-20. That is until Jeff Badet goes up and gets it. What a grab, 40-yard reception from Steven Johnson. Kentucky goes back up by 3, 27-24. We go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. Kentucky and Mississippi State would go down to the wire, and Kentucky 40-38, a field goal wins it. The Wildcats 4-3, one game over 500 overall, 3-2 in the SEC. How about Louisville? Lamar Jackson and number 7 Louisville hosting NC State. Jackson just continues to do ridiculous things on the football field. 36 yards on the QB draw. If you blinked, you missed it. 7-0 Cardinals early first. But he can also do it with his arm. Over the middle in stride to Jalen Smith, all kinds of time. This play goes for 74 yards. Another Louisville score, now 17-0, 3 possessions, 3 scores. Second quarter now 34-0. Jackson steps up, fires a laser to Jamari Staples, makes the grab in the end zone, 16-yard touchdown. 431 yards of offense for Jackson, 4 total touchdowns. Louisville wins it big, 54-13. A game you saw right here on WYMT, number 1 Alabama, number 6 Texas A&M, 6-0 tied in the second when Madison Southern product Damian Harris breaks through for a big 31-yard run, takes it down inside the 15-yard line. Same drive, the Tide finish with a 5-yard touchdown pass from Jalen Hurts to O.J. Howard. Alabama now up 13-0. Aggies answer just before the half. Trevor Knight, the back shoulder throw to Josh Reynolds for the score. However, Alabama, the beat rolls on for the Tide. They stay perfect, 33-14. Still to come, UVA Wise looks to continue its hot start to the season. And we go to Pikeville for our game of the week, UPike versus Cumberland. A big Mid-South Conference rivalry this afternoon for our Appalachian Wireless game of the week with a lot at stake in terms of position in the standings. UPike hosting Cumberland's, both teams 3-4 overall. Bears, though, unbeaten in the East Division. First quarter, Josiah Robbins sneaks it in for the end zone. 1 yard out, Patriots lead 7-3 at the half. Second half, though, was all UPike. Jamar Kirksey runs it in from 9 yards out to put the Bears on top 10-7. Later in the third, on a 3rd and long, it's Kirksey again, 23 yards on the sweep, his second score of the game, now 17-7. Ensuing Patriots drive, Robbins throws deep, picked off by Ramon Morris. Morris wants more than the pick, he also wants the 6, 69 yards the other way for the touchdown. We go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. UPike improves to 3-0 in the Mid-South East with the 31-7 win. Here is head coach Al Holland Jr. after the game.
You know, it's big in the conference. You know, we played a tough non-conference schedule, and you know, a big second half for this group. And you know, we regrouped there at halftime and come out and made some plays the second half and played in all 3 phases of the game. You know, wasn't satisfied with their punt return team. We gave up a play there, and we got to be solid in all 3 phases to finish games. But you know, that's a good football team and a good win here at home. And you know, it's big in the conference. You know, and we got to take it one play at a time. And that's what I tell our guys: win the moment. And that's and we take it as one play at a time, win that moment, win this game. We got to 1-0 today.
UVA Wise hosting unbeaten and number 23 Fairmont State in Mountain East action. Not a great start for the Cavs. Jabaru Wright bobbles the opening kickoff, and then he bobbles it again when he gets hit. Fairmont recovers the fumble. at the Wise 31. Falcons, though, would miss an opportunity when Terrell Charles stuffed on 4th and goal from the 1. Cavalier defense holding strong. However, so did Fairmont's defense. Carlton Griffith tackled in the end zone for a safety. 2-0 Fighting Falcons. And as if that was not a bad enough start, Lawrence King fields the free kick. Lawrence King returns the free kick, 82 yards untouched for the score, just like that. 9-0. Next FSU possession, Cooper Hibbs keeps it on the option, and the QB picks up 43 yards for another 6. One of 4 total touchdowns on the day for Hibbs. And number 23, Fairmont State, leaves no doubt in this one. Cavaliers held to just 217 total yards of offense. Final score, Fairmont State 58, UVA Wise 3. Morehead State hosting Jacksonville in a wild one in Rowan County. Tied at 7 early, Austin Gayhafer connects with Christian Robinson, 31 yards and a touchdown. Eagles go up 14-7. Tied again, this time at 14. The give is to Trevor Jones, and the Estill County product runs at 23 yards for the score. A big day for the former engineer. Late first half, Jones leaps up and over the goal line for another score, and again, breaks a tie. Morehead up 35-28. How about Jones one more time? Third quarter, right up the gut, breaks one, 61 yards. Nobody's going to catch him. Scores his 4th touchdown of the game. Jones, a program record 284 yards on 24 carries. However, the Eagles fall to the Dolphins 61-49. Morehead now 2-6 overall on the season. EKU Colonels hosting second-ranked Jacksonville State on homecoming. Scoreless game in the second. Benny Coney under pressure in the pocket, throws it and is picked off by Joel McCandless. Returns at 41 yards for the pick 6. 7-0 Gamecocks. Later in the second, State going for the field goal. But Devin Borders, big number 88 skies for the block, the 13th blocked kick of his career. Deficit still at 7. 2 teams would trade interceptions, and then right before the half, Coney, his day just gets worse. His second pick 6 of the game. This one to Jalen Hill that has returned 60 yards. Colonels fall to 2-5 on the year, 1-3 in the Ohio Valley Conference, 24-7 to Jacksonville State. Week 9 of the high school football season has come and gone, which means we only have 1 week left of the regular season, if you can believe it or not. And players put on a show last night to take home district titles. Carly Bell takes us back to last night with this week's Lee's Famous Recipe, Hazard and Whitesburg 2-minute drill.
Week 9 for high school football brought us some district champions and some teams who just wanted to keep their postseason hopes alive. It also had some ridiculous high-scoring games. Our highest scoring game of the night just happened to be our game of the week, Harlan County and Perry Central.
Branson, good pocket to the end zone, caught, touchdown.
And the Black Bears kept their postseason dreams alive with their 74-49 victory.
We're the Bell County Cheerleaders, and you're watching Sports Overtime. Go WILDCATS!
Want another high-scoring game? How about in Class 3A, Bell County and Jackson County? Although Miles Hurst put up a stellar stat line, his Generals fell to the Bell County Bobcats 68-44. Somerset and Middlesboro battled it out with the Briar Jumpers jumping over the Yellow Jackets 48-11. Now for some district champions. Class 5A, District 7, Pulaski and Southwestern. And the Warriors took the district title 21-6.
It's a tremendous win out here tonight, and I got my kids to give all the credit in the world to.
In Class 4A, District 8, Johnson Central remained perfect and took their title with their 43-6 domination over Ashland. Painesville also stayed perfect after playing some extra football to beat Raceland 27-21. Just 1 week left. This season has flown by. Some districts need a champion while others heal up for postseason play. This has been the Lee's Famous Recipe, Hazard and Whitesburg 2-minute drill.
That win for Southwestern, also the 300th career win for head coach Larry French. Up next, we have this week's Sports Overtime Rewind and our Play of the Week. That's ahead. Last night, Belfry beat Pike County Central in what was head coach Philip Haywood's 411th career win. It was 5 years ago last night that the Pirates also beat the Hawks, and with that win, Haywood became the all-time winningest coach in Kentucky high school football history. We go back to October 21st, 2011, in this week's Sports Overtime Rewind.
Philip Haywood has never been one to boast. The man who dresses in a shirt and tie every Friday night and paces the sidelines at Belfry High School just wants his team to get a little better each week. But on Friday night, the Pirates helped Haywood secure the ultimate individual coaching milestone. Haywood is now the all-time winningest coach in the state of Kentucky.
I've been blessed by God to just be fortunate enough to have coached as long as I have and have all these great players over the years to be a part of the program. And you know, they're the guys that score the touchdowns and make the tackles and make the plays, and I'm just fortunate to be around them.
Haywood passes former Newport Central Catholic coach Bob Schneider and former Bell County coach Dudley Hilton with 346 career victories. Hilton, who is now at the University of Pikeville, is proud of Haywood for breaking his record.
He's a dedicated high school football coach that gets his team ready to play every Friday. I don't care who he's playing. He could play the best team in the state or the worst team in the state. He'll let you know that you better be ready to play. And Philip will tell you it's not about the record, it's about the kids we coach.
Haywood began his journey at the top of this list at Prestonsburg back in 1975 and went 93-40-1. One of his former players, Richie Schoolcraft, says Haywood is the same today as he was when he played.
He really wanted you to do your best every day, every time out, practice, every game. And he's just like anyone else, but he's worked really hard to get to this point. He deserves every bit of the recognition.
In 1984, Haywood moved on to Belfry, where he has taken the Pirates to uncharted waters. State championships in 2003 and 2004, and making 4 other state appearances in 1985, 86, 2007, and 2010. Belfry ended Pikeville's 33-game winning streak in 1989. Now standing at 346 victories, Haywood believes his biggest achievement is helping others both on and off the football field.
It's a giving kind of game. I think you get a lot out of it, and I think it's a responsibility to be able to give back to it. And I think if the game is taught the right way, and if you go about things the right way, then hopefully others will be able to learn some things from it and then be able to pass it on to others.
Many coaches across the mountains has ties to Belfry, and Coach Haywood like John DeRossett at Prestonsburg. DeRossett played for Haywood as a member of the WILDCATS and even coached with him at Belfry. He says the advice Haywood gave him has been invaluable to him.
Those afternoons with him were priceless, and getting to coach that freshman team and do what I wanted to do, I guess helped me to be a head coach today. And then to go get to compete against him, that's something else. It's always an honor to either play against him, to coach in a game against him, or just to be around him.
While at Belfry, Haywood has had some classic gridiron chess matches with Breathitt County coach Mike Holcomb.
We know over the years we've had some very competitive games, but we've always respected him. And from what you observe on the field, the kids play very hard for him, and they lay it all on the line for him there at Belfry.
So Haywood sits at 346 victories and counting. But for now, he's focused on bringing yet another piece of treasure back to Pond Creek.
To me, it's a season, and this is one of those things that comes along, and maybe I can look back at it one of these days and say, hey, that was a pretty good thing. But it's really, again, it's more about us than it is about me, and I guess I'm happy to be a part of it. But really, it's about our team, it's about our school, and it's about our community.
Time now for our play of the week. We are going to string together a couple of plays. How about former Estill County engineer Trevor Jones? In a loss to Jacksonville, he set the Morehead State single-game rushing record with 284 yards on 24 carries. He also had 4 touchdowns on the day. Trevor Jones of the Morehead State Eagles, formerly of the Estill County Engineers, our play of the week. Of course, Philip Haywood has gone on to win 3 more state titles at Belfry. Dudley Hilton, you saw there in the piece 5 years ago, is now at Taylor County in Class 4A. That does it for the show. In case you missed it earlier, Kentucky, big winner over Mississippi State, 40-38, a field goal by Austin McGinnis at the buzzer. Wins it for the Wildcats. Remember, you can always find scores, highlights, and much more on our website, WYMT.com. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.